Welcome to day 13, Testimonial Targets. Now this is where we really start to have some fun. This is where we really start to put things together, because now we're going to use some of those lists and some of those resources that you've been building. So go over to your day 4 file of strategic partners, and I want you to pull that list because you're going to start working with that right now. I also want you to go over to the day 11 list, the inventory of testimonials, and bring that over. Get that ready because we have a document that we're going to start working with today, and those are the two that we're going to work with right from the start. So today we are using a document called a testimonial tracker, and what we're going to be doing is creating testimonials for people whose businesses we like a lot, people who have served us well. One of the best ways for us to receive testimonials and for people to think about us, to give us testimonials, is by giving them a testimonial first. So we're not going to ask these people for testimonials right now. We're not going to ask them. We're going to be giving them testimonials. So the first thing I want you to do is go to that day 11 list, to the people who have placed testimonials somewhere in your behalf, whether that is over at Zillow or LinkedIn or Google Places, whatever. Make a list starting right here with the name of the person who placed a testimonial. That's an incoming testimonial, so you're going to say where they placed that testimonial and on what day. When we place a testimonial for somebody, we're going to register that over here. Now, let's say you have a lender who made a really nice recommendation over at LinkedIn, and that lender is, John Q. Lender. John Q. Lender placed a testimonial or recommendation on LinkedIn last month. And so what we're going to do is just note that right here. And you're going to go down, and for all of those incoming testimonials that you have, you're going to list those. Now, if that is a lender, okay, who has placed a recommendation for you and you have never responded and you have never reciprocated in kind, but that is a lender whose services you value, who does a real good job with people when they apply for a loan, then let's put that person on a list and let's actually write a referral for that person. So you decide where you want to go. You've had a look at a number of different places where people place recommendations, reviews, and referrals. Not referrals, but reviews, testimonials, recommendations. Whatever is the most fun place for you to do that, go ahead and do it. So if LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is a very rich place, so if you want to write a recommendation at LinkedIn, write a recommendation at LinkedIn and then record it here. Go over to that list of strategic partners that you have, and presumably these are all people who you like, who do a real good job, and put their name down here. And even if they've never given you a recommendation or a referral, but you like them and you like their service, list them here because they're going to go on a list ultimately, and you're going to be writing some testimonials and recommendations for them somewhere online. If the company, I'm going to make some suggestions here. If you have a pest control company that has a Google Places directory listing, that becomes a really good place to leave a review for that company's services. So I would suggest that you take that pest review company and place a review over at Google Places, Google Plus. You need to be logged into your Google Plus account now to be able to make those recommendations. There are no more recommendations or reviews at Google that are not accompanied by a name. No more anonymous reviews. They're using Zagat reviews, and you have your name. So what I would say for most of your strategic partners, Google Places is going to be a really good place to be placing reviews. So I would just go down that list and give yourself budget your time. Maybe you do 5 a day for the next week and do 5 reviews a day for strategic partners. Okay, so right now you're going to take all of those strategic partners, put them on the list, and then start writing testimonials. And And after you've written a testimonial, don't do anything else, okay? Make this an unconditional outreach. Don't even tell them that you're doing it. You might want to see if they notice it, but because we're going to go back later and we'll be talking about, telling them about that a little bit later. For now, just one step. Make this list and start writing some recommendations and reviews, mostly the strategic partner stuff. And again, if you have people who have already placed reviews for you and you want to start reciprocating and writing, do that as well. So this is a pretty big job. You've got a bunch of stuff here. This is a couple of hours work. How motivated are you feeling right now to be collecting testimonials? I will tell you that once you start writing testimonials for people, once people start to see, especially when they just find out and you're not the one who tells them, there's going to be an impact. And they're going to say, wow, boy, wasn't that a really great thing to do? And the first thing they're going to want to do is they're going to want to respond in kind. And so they're either going to find a place for you online where you are collecting reviews, or they're going to go to your LinkedIn profile or your Google Places profile or wherever it is, and they're going to want to say something nice. So we'll talk about that later. In the meantime, just start saying nice things about people. That's what this exercise is all about. It's about saying nice things about people who do a good job and not expecting anything in return right now. You're not going to get anything right now, but it's going to happen, trust me. This is the kind of cosmic dust that you work with that creates an enormous amount of goodwill, that has people chatting about you. And there are some really good ways that we'll capitalize on that later. For now, just go out and say some really, really nice things about people. Make that happen. Do that now, and I will see you in the next video.